Okay?
One
We're
machine
gonna
at a time.
Yeah, we'll do this one. And oh, before I do that, we don't want this to be off. You know how it's like power saver thing?
Right.
After no function, it's by default like 15 or 20 minutes.
Oh, before it
shuts
shuts down.
We don't want that to happen. Especially when during testing, right? We're talking about like 10 hours, and so it will have to do that. It will do that. So what you want to do, okay, so this is set up Pacific time. So you want to go in there. I told them to do Central Time. Zone change. We are this one, right? Mm-hmm. Central Time. There we go. Oh, that may be right. Maybe this is wrong. Yeah. So it was right all along.
Yeah.
Is that right?
So I have 11:11, and my watch is
Atomic.
it's
To
to
the phone,
yeah,
right? Yeah.
and it's to that time.gov, and that's what we use also.
Okay. So maybe this is wrong. Okay, so when Wi-Fi is available, you know how to do all this, right?
Yeah.
You can do that for us. Okay, so now to make sure that it doesn't go off, I go in Control Panel. And then I will go to okay, so I think we go to this one, hardware sound. And then you go to power options. So you have to do it for each profile, unfortunately.
Okay.
So I'm logged in as me, but then when you log in, you still
I'll have to do the
that.
same thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
unfortunately.
And that will go for any staff that's going to be logging in
Yeah.
as well too.
I apologize. I
That's
don't
okay.
know who we can. So you go change setting. Oh, it's taking so. See, it's by default. It would shut down. So I would change it to never on all of them.
Okay.
Either on battery or keep these plugged in all the time.
Okay.
Because these are old laptops. They're like 10 years old.
So the battery doesn't last very long.
Most likely not. So you want to change it all to never. So it won't. Okay. All that.
Perfect.
And then save the setting. Save the change. It's taking a little long. All right. So make sure you do that. And then I think we can go ahead and plug this in. Hopefully, you know how USB, when you plug in, it would pop up and recognize. Let's hope that'll do that. So here's the first one. Let's see what it'll pick up. It looks like it's running something. There we go. That's a good sign. All right. So what you want to do now is you want to bring up the YSI software, which is this one. Okay. Bring that up. So long. So remember that's COM4, okay?
Okay.
But you can always, there's a way to find it too. Once this thing loads up, I don't know why is it taking so long? There's something running in the back. There we go. Okay. Does this bring back any?
A little bit.
Little bit?
Yeah.
Okay.
A little bit of memory.
Good, good, I'm glad. So what you want to do the first time here, you want to launch configuration, go file, launch configuration manager. So there's nothing connected to the software yet. So now you want to add, modify entry. So because this is a new entry, you want to select, so from the drop down, it's a new entry, okay? Click OK. All right, so now you're going to go down each of these, okay? In here, oh, sorry, click modify. All right. So you saw that it was COM4, right? Mm-hmm. So first thing here, instrument name. I usually go with that.
Serial
Yes.
number?
Serial number, yes. What is that? L0245AA. Too many. So I want to copy this because I'm going to use that later. I don't want to type it every time. Right here, so you select COM. See, it's already appearing. But you can also do a refresh like this, and it'll tell you. Then it should appear if it's active. So there you go, COM4. and then you want to do a test communication to make sure that they talk to each other,
Okay.
and then have a confirmation. So it's success. So you need to see this in order to know that
To
it's,
start that it's
that it's
reading with
talking
data.
to each other.
Okay.
Right? So you click OK, and that's it. And then apply, nothing else, and then just basically go down. This one you don't do anything. Just accept the default. Third one. So this is where, okay, where the file, the data that's been collected, it's going to.
Okay.
Okay, so here's a directory, and I believe Sarah had already set up a file in the C drive already. Well, I'll show you. She call it YSI data. So here we are in the computer. Go there. So no, she did not. Okay, so I'm going to create a folder called YSI data. Okay.
Do we need to put our site number or anything, or?
I'll show you in a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah. So in the C drive. So now when you log in, you go C drive. You create a shortcut. But I would go send to desktop. Watch, it'll appear here.
Okay.
So it's just a quick access. Okay. So you know it's there. All right. So you can do that. You can go in here, and to make sure that it goes to that directory. Right now, I think it is saying that it's going to that directory. So, but you just still want to make sure. I think it's okay. I'm not gonna. So it, C drive,
And it's going to that folder
Yeah.
already. Okay.
and then what I want you to do is add. Remember, we copied the serial number to the front of these. Okay. Because what it's doing, it will create a file with this name for that machine. And
So
then
we
it'll do
know
the same for the
already.
other one.
So
You
we'll know
distinguish
what data's from what machine.
Well, yeah, which machine.
Okay.
Okay. So apply. Once you do that, it's going to create a CSV file, okay, which is an Excel format. Modify nothing, just apply. So for these two, you only accept apply.
Just whatever's
whatever
already-
default. These two requires a little, stuff. Okay. And you're done with that, and just apply changes. And then you're going to connect the other one. What I do is I usually just exit out and see it's right there.
Perfect.
So that's successful.
Okay.
So that's one machine. When this is operational in run mode, you'll see this bar turn blue whenever the query basically is querying data.
Okay.
And then if you run a sample or something, you will see it real time right here.
Okay.
When you see
I think I
it comes up, you will see it.
Yeah, I think I remember.
Yeah.
I remember all of that.
So during operation, it's important, just take a quick glance, tell your staff to take a quick glance. Sometimes remember it freezes. That's when it's not collecting data.
Okay.
Those data that are not being collected, unfortunately, you guys have to enter it manually. You don't want to do that. So save yourself the heartache and the time. Just take a quick glance at it, and if they notice if it's like not moving or anything, like that sample, you swear you've been running samples for like hour, but then you only see a sample that was ran like half an hour ago,
Right.
which is wrong. That means it's frozen.
That's
So what you
okay.
have to do is you have to reboot it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all it is. Okay, so that's